Hi, I am Michele Fusaroli and I wanted to show you today how you can set up DiAna on your computer to perform this proportionality analysis on the fair. So this is the first episode of a series of episodes that will teach you how to perform practically pharmacovigilance analysis on your computer. At first I assume that you already have R and RStudio installed. If not, you can go on the internet here, for example, in the POSIT page, and you will find some tutorials on how to install first R and then RStudio in your computer. You can do this step and then you come back to the video. What we do next instead is we want to create a folder that we will call DiAna. We will put it in our desktop, and in this folder we will store all the data and all the projects that we will implement. First, we get to RStudio and we create a new project. So we get here on this windows, we create a new project in a new directory, and then we select again new project and we browse our address, so our path. So we want to put it in the desktop. Okay, and we write DiAna in the directory name with D and A that are capital letters because this is an acronym for this proportionality analysis. We create the project. And then what you see here is the RStudio window with on the left the console. Here we can run the commands. Then on the bottom right we have our folder DiAna that has been created just now with the R project. If we close RStudio and we get to our desktop, we find indeed our DiAna folder. We can open it, and inside you see the R project. And the next times you can just click on the R project here and it will open. Next thing we want to do is to install the DiAna package, so the toolkit with all the R function that we will use. To install it, we go to github.com and you will find different packages with similar names. We need the one with a little white beholder, that is the icon of DiAna. We click on it, and if you go in the bottom, you will see a tutorial, not only with the things I will show you today, but also with other functions that can be used in pharmacovigilance analysis. But you can see it on your own, and anyway there will be more episodes. Now we go to this line here, we copy this script to install the DiAna package, and you can just click on this icon, and then we paste it here. We can run it line by line, or even the two lines together, that's not a problem. And here we are getting back to the GitHub, and from the GitHub we download directly with this command the DiAna package. You see here it asks if we want to update packages used by DiAna. We want to update them all, so we will write one. And in particular, note that you may have many more packages if it has been a long time since your last download. We run it, and this step may take some time. If we write DiAna with two colons, you see here all the functions that are part of the DiAna package, with descriptive functions, disproportionality functions, functions for importing data, for network analysis, time to onset, and so on, also for visualization. And on the right, you can see that there are parameters, that there can also be many parameters for one function, and also a little description. Now we want to set up DiAna. That is, we want to download all the fares data already cleaned, and in particular set up DiAna asks for the quarter. The standard one is 23Q1, but in fact the last update of DiAna arrives to 23Q4, and that's what we will download. We will soon also release the 24Q1 that has already been released in its raw form by the FDA. All the procedure for cleaning the data is also available on the GitHub online, a GitHub named DiAna. Another episode plausibly will describe the cleaning procedure. Now, instead, what we do is we run this command. And you see that it asks for an internet connection. It is 2 gigabyte of data, so it will take a bit of time. It is better if you run this command when you have a stable and a good connection, so it's faster, and you then write yes. And then it starts downloading the package. You see on the bottom right in the folder, in the DiAna folder, there are 3 new folders: data, external sources, and projects. These download will take quite some time, so be patient, and it will manage. And yes, so this took around 5 minutes for me. We look now into the folder, DiAna folder, and inside data you see that there are some relational databases, so 23Q4 and some relational databases, demo, doses, drug, indie, outcome, reaction, therapy, a lot of different information. Then we get back to DiAna and we look at external sources. Here you see the DiAna dictionary that is used to standardize drug names, the ATC that is used to link drug names to ATC, and the countries and information about continent and so on. And then the projects folder in which we will store all our future projects. This is the end of the first DiAna episode in which we showed how to set up DiAna on your computer to perform pharmacovigilance analysis on the fares. Please feel free to like and follow the YouTube channel if you want to remain updated with new episodes coming out. Thank you again, and bye.